All right, so 2/3 plus 5/8 plus 7/16 plus 11/32 is why we have calculators. All right, guys, we're out here today. We've got a unseasonably warm day. I'm wearing a t-shirt, got my Check Wallet Light t-shirt on. Pick up this shirt in the merchandise link below. But what we're going to do today is we're going to wash the Sierra. This thing hasn't been washed in a few years. It's been sitting underneath that tree by my shed, so it's got some sap on it. Interior of this thing needs to be cleaned out really bad too. It kind of smells like a dog. So today we're going to at least pressure wash and wash the truck and vacuum out and probably wipe down the dashboard and stuff. All right, the first thing I want to do with the Sierra is I want to remove this bug shield. A couple of reasons why. Number one, I just don't like the look of them. To me, that's just grandpa styling. And two, they are leaf collectors. I've been driving this truck a little bit, so a lot of the leaves have already blown out, but this collects leaves and dust and dirt and grime, whatever. I mean, it's like a trap. So we're going to take that off and then get to pressure washing this thing. So let's get started. Okay, we got 4 pretty good sized screws to take out. Sick. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. That should be fun to wash off. See, that leaves a pretty good line of dirt that gets trapped behind those things. This thing's been sitting for quite some time. Blown transmission, you know, parked, rescued it, and now we're trying to make it look good. So it definitely does change the front end look of this thing. But I gotta tell you, I'm liking it a lot better without the bug shield. Alright, again, another close-up look. We've got quite a bit of grime on this hood that needs to come off. So now to the satisfying part of this video. Alright, so my power washer really isn't strong enough to get that really stuck on sap, but it is kind of peeling back a lot of the loose dirt off the side. So what I'm going to do is actually get a bucket of hot water and some soap, and I've got a car wash brush, and I'm just going to scrub this thing down and try to just peel off that sap, because the power washer just really ain't cutting it. Let's see what happens. Stuff's on there good, I'll tell you that much. Alright, you can kind of tell that it is coming off, but there's some really gunked on hard stuff that's just not really coming off very well. I may have to get my wash pad out and hand wash this to get it all the way off. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah, that's doing the trick. Boy, really having to put some elbow grease into it though. May this be a lesson. When you go to junk a vehicle, don't park it under a tree, because somebody like me is going to come by, want to buy it, and then have to put a ton of elbow grease in it just to clean the paint up. You gotta think about the next guy. can see the hood cleaned up really nicely. It's a pretty decent paint job. There are a few spots here and there that are little stone chips. We can see how much that's shined up. It's still pretty wet, but give you an idea. There's the hood, and then there's the roof. So you can see just how dull and nasty that grime is on the roof, and the hood polished up nice. Next up, we're going to do the roof. It's coming up again slowly. It's taking a little bit more elbow grease up here. I don't know when the last time this roof was ever cleaned, but yeah, it's coming off and looking good over here. But doggone, got a long way to go. Alright, that just about does it. I've got a few spots here and there that I'm going to have to go over one more time, but the brush pretty well got the bulk of it down, and then just kind of going through with my hand pad gets this kind of stuff off with just a tad bit of elbow grease. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off some of these last few spots, and then we'll be ready to kind of move on. I'm getting tired of scrubbing. Alright, this is the water from the roof and the hood. I'm getting all that sap off of it. Sick! Now if we look at the side of the truck, but it's wanting to just come right off, so we'll see if the pressure washer can just blast off all that grime. Save me a lot of elbow grease for sure. Man, that cleaned up really nicely. Truck's starting to really shine, looking good. I mean, this is an 02 Sierra, so it's got some blemishes, but boy, is it cleaning up nice. Wow, what a difference 10 parts water, 5 parts soap, and 85 parts elbow grease can do to get a truck to look as good as this does. I'm really pleased with how the truck is looking. I'm not going to lie, my shoulders were hurting for a while after cleaning this truck. I'm sure there are products out there on the market that would have made this job a whole lot simpler, but it just goes to show you that you don't have to have those types of things. The simple soap and water, some elbow grease, some time and patience, and you can get your vehicle looking pretty good. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we tackle the doghouse of an interior of this truck. The interior of this thing is pretty nasty, so you want to stay tuned, watch me clean this thing up, and get it looking brand new again. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Be sure to hit that like switch on your way out. We'll see you next time.
Like a boss.